Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So on today's video, we're going to be doing the Operation Right Home sketch number 71. And here it is right here. And I'm going to uh, have it here long enough you can pause and write down your measurements and get everything that you need. And then once you have those, you can go ahead and start because I already have mine cut out. So I'm going to be using the new paper pad that I got in from Prima, the Flirty Fleur. And I was just showing you there the different stamps that we're going to be using. So what I did was I pre-stamped the butterfly with a thank you underneath. And what I've done is I've cut a piece of pattern paper that is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. And then the white sheet that we're going to attach it to is going to be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. That's my standard whenever I'm doing these. I always like to have a base paper that I'm building my sketch on top of. You can do it straight to the card base, but I think the layers give it a little bit more weight to it and make it look like a really nice card. So this piece that we're going on top is actually part of the original paper that we cut off, and I just turned it over and used the flower pattern paper, and that is measured at uh, they have it 2 inches by 5 1/4. And what I decided to do was keep it the length of the actual pattern paper, so I made it um, 5 1/4 instead of 5 1/2 because that's what my pattern paper goes to. And then for the little strip, which is 1/4 inch by 5 1/2 on the sketch, I did the same thing. I just cut it by that 1/4 inch so that way the white border is around for the whole thing. And then the square in the center is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So I just made my matte paper 2 7/8 by 2 7/8, just 1/8 of an inch along the back. And then I have these foam squares, or they're more like octagons, but I have them from a long time ago, like when I first started crafting. And they're really hard to get the backing off because it's red line. I don't know if a lot of you use that red line tape, but I find it to be extremely difficult to take off. And at one point here, I'm just going to stop the camera because there's no need for you to sit here and watch me taking the backs of the tape off because it was crazy difficult. But I'm to that point where I want to just get done with a lot of my old stuff, so I'm using it up whether it's annoying or not. So now we're just going to attach this to our card base. And of course, you know how I do. I like to change up our sketch. So we're going to do the same exact thing. Remember, 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to reverse it. So now we're going to have all that pretty flower paper as our base, and I'm doing a top fold card. And this time I decided I'm going to go ahead and just attach it because I know nothing has to go underneath of it. I'm not using ribbon where I want to tuck it or anything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on because I really didn't want to make you guys suffer through watching me put this whole thing together again. Same thing with this sheet. Since we had a 2 inch piece that was left once we cut it down, I was able to just flip it over and use the other side. That's one of the benefits of double-sided papers, because sometimes you're able to use just that one sheet to create your sketch, depending on, what your sizes are. So I definitely took advantage of this on these two, because that meant I only had to use 2 of the 5 sheets that came in the 6x6 paper collection. Now this glitter paper that I'm using is paper that I have also from my stash. I say it's die cuts from a view. Glitter paper, I will tell you, it sheds like nobody business. So just be careful. Whenever you get glitter paper, if you're not one who likes it, if there's any way that you can test it while you're in the store, I would highly suggest it, because if not, you're going to drive yourself crazy. And then once again, I'm using the same pop dots, if you want to call them pop dots. But I'm going to do that off camera because I'm not going to make you guys sit through that. I already knew what it was going to be like. So once I got these done, I was kind of thinking, like, what was I going to do? I could do the black dots, or I could use this other one. So what I decided to use was the ivory seashell crystal drops. For me, these make the perfect circles so that you get nice, almost looking like enamel dots. So I really like this one. Sometimes after it starts to dry, the black seems like I don't know what it be doing, but it doesn't stay perfectly round for me. I don't know if I need to shake it or what, but I really love how these turned out. So here are the close-ups of everything. And this is fun. I mean, you guys should do that. Try doing the sketch kind of the way they have it, and then turn it on its side, turn it sideways, turn it vertical, and you can still get the same effect, and you get different options. So thank you for joining me. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And at the very end, I will have links to previous videos. And down in the more section, I will have links to the Prima paper. So that way, if you guys are interested, you can go to scrapbookingwithme.com and get the same paper collection. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a great day.